Hey guys, welcome back to Press Box. We are so happy you are here. I'm Madeline.
I'm Juliana.
And let's get right into it. So, if you don't follow me on TikTok, I went to a Corpus Christi Ice Rays game over the Thanksgiving break. If you don't know, the Corpus Christi Ice Rays are a North American Hockey League team. And it was interesting to say the least. I got to watch them in September, early October, I think. And they had like a scrimmage. And it was like the slowest hockey I've ever watched in my life. Like, I was like, man, this is like kind of boring. But I'm glad to say that they have really picked up the pace since then. And I had lots of fun last Friday. They won 5-3 in regulation. They also got the home sweep because then they won on Saturday as well, which is good because they played this team 3 times prior and they only won one while the team won twice. They played the New Mexico Ice Wolves. They just recently acquired a new player in a trade. His name is Andre Perica. He is from Slovakia. I just want to know what this man thinks of Corpus Christi, Texas.
I'm always so amazed by how many, Europeans come to America to play hockey. Because even on the Missouri State team, there's a couple Europeans and Canadians.
Yeah,
and I'm always amazed.
Want to know what they think because that's so crazy. Okay. But regardless,
what do you think about Springfield, Missouri?
Yeah, what do you think about Corpus Christi, Texas? Anywho, he was traded from the Sherberport Mudbugs. I've heard of them. Don't know how to say their name if I'm saying the city wrong.
Love that. Love their name.
They're from Louisiana, I think. Somewhere in the South. But he had 2 goals. They said he had a hat trick, but there was an empty net goal at the end of the game, and I do not think it was his. So I don't think he had a hat trick. I actually think he only just scored 2 goals. But in the next game, I think he scored a goal. He's a good addition to the team. They definitely needed someone like him. So happy for them that they have him. There's these grown men sitting in front of us. So we were the second row behind the glass, and these grown men were on the glass. And they were yelling at these kids and just saying, the most absurd things. And I was like, sir, these are 18 through 20-year-olds. I mean, I understand that there's kids that age playing in the NHL, but this is not the NHL. This is a amateur hockey league where they come to hopefully be able to play D1 college and then maybe make it to the NHL or the AHL or the ECHL. This is just they are growing. Why are we yelling at them like this is the show? It was so...
Hey, Shorty.
Hey. It was just really interesting. And the chirps weren't even good. They were weird. They weren't funny. I kept looking at my...
If you're going to harass players, you got to be funny.
I know. I kept looking at my younger sibling, and I was like, bro, what the frick is happening? Because I was like... At first, I thought it was my older brother who was saying this, and I was like, you know nothing about hockey, dude. What the heck are you saying? But they were like, no, it's not him. It's the guy at the end. And I was like, okay. I was about to go over there and be like, shut up. But it was not him. Because I was like, you don't even know hockey. You can't be chirping.
I'm not one to comment on people harassing players. I'm not one to comment on that. But when I do it to not only make myself laugh, but the other people around me laugh. Because I know, what was it? I don't even know what I said about DeSmith.
I just remember you yelling, you can't be a bad person and a bad goalie.
Yeah. And that got laughs.
And that lives rent free in my mind.
If you're gonna be mean to these players, you gotta be funny.
And he was...
Sorry.
And he was not funny. Although, this guy who was in front of me, I was like, bro, why doesn't 25 and one of the other numbers Because I'm pretty sure 25 was Parika. I was like, why are their names not on the back of their jerseys? I was like, where's the equipment manager? Give me a sewing machine right now. Because they literally just had blank back jerseys. And I felt so bad for them because I didn't get to know who he was. But this guy, like, then turns around and he's like, oh, no. Like, we just acquired them. Just recently traded for them. That's why they have no last names. And I was like, it literally takes 5 seconds to sew 4 lines. So, but hey, I don't know.
Literally, in the NFL draft, they have it behind everything, and they have, like, literally every combination possible, so whenever somebody gets drafted, they can quickly sew on a name to that right jersey.
That is the National Football League, though.
But it takes, like, 5 minutes.
I know! That's why I was like, let me do it during intermission. You guys want your last names on your jersey? I got you. That's a simple stitch. Anywho, I just thought that was interesting. But, like, then again, it's amateur hockey. They probably don't have, like, one, their athletic trainers don't travel with them because one of the Ice Wolves went down and the Corpus Christi Rays athletic trainer was, like, who went with him down the tunnel. So, I thought that was interesting. You know, funding's just different, all these kinds of things.
You also can go to the NHL store in New York and get stuff on jerseys.
I cannot wait to go to the NHL store. By the time you guys watch this, Juliana and I will be 1 week away from the Hughes Bowl, and that's really crazy.
-1 Hughes.
It's still a Hughes Bowl. I mean, we got 2, hopefully. There's still a lot that could go wrong.
Knock on wood.
Anywho. So, we kind of talked about DeSmith, but let's talk about the Stars got the injury bug, and they got the injury bug bad. I think it's like 7 or 8 players who are out. But the most recent ones that quite literally just happened this past week, Tyler Seguin on, what was that, Tuesday? Monday?
It would have been
Tuesday, because they played the Devils yesterday, and they had a back-to-back games.
Yes.
So on Tuesday against the Rangers, Tyler Seguin tore his ACL and will be out for the rest of the season, which is just absolutely devastating, especially because he had to have hip surgery last season and was just out for a long period of time. Like, Segi cannot catch a break.
Also, the next Stars home game was supposed to be his 1,000th game celebration. So I don't know if they're going to change that, if they're still going to do that.
That's so sad. Also, Liam Bichel, when they played the Ottawa Senators, I think on Sunday, got hit. And you know that he was in pain because, like, you could see it on his face. And Liam Bichel is not a little boy. Like, I feel like it takes a lot to rock him. Freak you, Ottawa Senators. Anywho, he had to have surgery on his lower body injury. They didn't disclose much more. They just said
I didn't know he had surgery.
Yep, he had to have surgery, and he will be out for 6 weeks minimum.
That's rough.
And we have Thomas Harley right now off, so it's like
is he?
I have no idea what's wrong with Thomas. I think his is also a lower body injury, but, like, that's all I know.
Okay.
But we're not struggling because the Stars' depth is literally insane. But we did take 2 pretty big hits on our defensive department. But Essa Lindell and Mira Heiskanen will just be in the rotation a lot more than usual. They'll probably be pulling some Quinn Hughes numbers.
I saw this on the Tyler Seguin thing, saying that he probably wouldn't come back from this. But I also think lots of people are saying that when he had his hip injury and how seriously he turned his house into, like, a recovery spa.
Mm-hmm.
He's serious about, like, getting better. So I think maybe if it was someone else, maybe this would be the end of it. But I do not see this being the end of it for Tyler Seguin.
No, I don't think he's going to go out like this. He also wants a cup with the Stars. I think 85% sure he has a cup with Boston.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, he wants a cup with his bestie, which is also just sad because, like, Jamie just came back, and so him and Tyler were finally able to play with each other again, and now it's Tyler. Like, that's so sad. Do you think they're going to give Wyatt the A again?
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's like Wyatt gets the home A.
I love when that happens. Okay. So, the Vancouver Canucks I love them dearly, but they're a dumpster fire. It's not been a good season for them. They're currently, I think, 10-13-2. No, 10-13-3. 7th in the Pacific Division. I think Calgary is lower than them. But I don't know how much longer that's going to be because Calgary literally beat them. But whatever. People keep saying that they're going to do a total rebuild. Finally, I feel like this is something that they've needed for a while. They also had opportunities in like 2014 and 2017 to do it, but management was like, no. But really, that's what the Canucks need. New management. Like, it's not just the players. I don't even really think it's the players. It's the fact that our management is booty cheeks. Like, it is just something needs to change. But let's talk about these potential trades. Sherwood, if he goes, I hope it's Boston. I also think Geeky and Pasta could use the help, although Pasta's day-to-day right now. Crazy. I think that Sherwood could offer that intensity that they usually deliver. He could help. Garland? If Connor Garland gets traded, the Canucks, I fear, might go lower. If they trade Garland and Sherwood and Quinn, they couldn't be number 2 for me anymore. They'd be trading literally some of my favorite players. I love the Vancouver Canucks, but I love the Vancouver Canucks because of Connor Garland, Quinn Hughes, Kiefer Sherwood, Teddy Bluger. He's another one they're talking about. Derek Forborough. He's another one they're talking about. Like, there's just so many. I don't know. It's just insane.
I've also seen a lot of things that are like, oh, they're not the players, but like coaches and management are throwing so that they can get a lottery slot and get the next draft number 1 pick. They want Gavin McKenna.
They need so much more than just one, though.
And yeah, I also think I was like that. I'm not, again, their management has made some questionable decisions in the past. But if that is truly the route that they're taking and they're like doing all of this just for a lottery slot, that would be the stupidest thing ever. I think like also that brings into question are you willing to tank to get a good draft pick if you already know you're going to be losing?
Are you willing to tank knowing that it will cost you Quinn Hughes? Is that number 1 draft pick more important than someone who has been absolutely providing and delivering for your franchise for what, 5 years, 6 years? Several years. The captain of your franchise, and you would be okay with him leaving for a first-round draft pick of some kid who knows what he'll be like in the show? I love saying the show.
I can tell.
That boggles my mind. Well, since we're talking about Quinn, there's been rumors on the rumor mill going around that they might trade him sooner rather than later to get a higher value. So, I think the top 3 teams that I like consistently see is Jersey, of course, but then Detroit wouldn't hate that. Honestly.
I would.
Okay, that's fine. I just wouldn't. I have no beef with Detroit. Sad Alex Lyon isn't there anymore, but anyhow. I've seen the Flyers a few times.
Quinn would hate that. You think he wants to play with Trevor Zegras?
I was about to say, he gets to play with Trevor and Jamie.
He does not want to be on a team with Trevor.
You don't know that? And then I saw Canes recently. I was like,
I didn't see that, and that made me angry.
Yeah, I didn't
How dare you say that?
Didn't like that one.
I think another reason why they would be willing to trade Quinn early is because they, like, again, like you said, for a better deal on him, but also it guarantees that he's not going to Jersey. If he gets traded early, that is not a guaranteed Jersey spot. Because, like, if he gets traded when he becomes a free agent, I think it's, like, pretty clear where he would go.
Yeah.
For, like, pennies on the dollar. Still, like, millions of dollars. But
he can also say no. Like Brad.
Yeah.
Brad was traded somewhere else and he said, I'm not signing a contract there. I want to know what the team was so bad. But
dude, it's the Leafs.
That's what I'm thinking.
Is, but...
The Leafs is like, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But Brad said no. So, realistically speaking, Quinn goes to the Devils. What would the Vancouver Canucks get in return? You're going to hate this.
Dougie Hamilton.
No.
I'm telling you right now, Nico and Jesper aren't getting touched for Quinn.
No, that's not it. I think it's going to be Simon Nemec. It's going to be Simon Nemec and Dawson Mercer.
Okay.
I'm sad about Dawson. I love Dawson.
No, I love Dawson Mercer. I do. I like Nemec. I think, again, he's the youngest person on our team.
He's also been popping off.
He has consistently struggled up until recently. I think getting that second overtime goal in the playoffs really helped him. But up until recently, he has been struggling. And then Mercer is just he's an Iron Man. He has never missed a game.
I love
Which is crazy.
Mercer. I know. He's insane.
You have Dawson Mercer, who's never missed a game, and Mr. Jack Hughes, who has missed a game every season he's been in the NHL.
Poor guy.
But also from Jersey, this upcoming season, we are getting, because we got Chris Took from the 2019 draft, who just came over from the KHL after his contract was up. We are also getting another player from overseas that we had drafted that has just been in a contract next season. And they've been doing really well over there. I don't know their name, but...
Also 2 first-round draft picks.
Take it.
That's what I think. That's what I just consistently have been seeing, and I think that makes sense. That's, minimum. I don't know. It just depends on how bad does New Jersey want Quinn, though?
Bad.
Do you think New Jersey management wants Quinn that bad?
Jersey 2 draft picks.
Fandom wants Quinn that bad. But does management want Quinn that bad?
I think management does too. Because they play into the whole... I remember when Luke was drafted, the Devils team, I get it, their social media is not the same as management, but they had posted... it's a meme from the Avengers whenever Thanos gets the second Infinity Stone, and he's like, oh, this is the first person to ever wield 2 stones at once, making him, the most powerful person in the universe, but they replaced it with Hughes. Mm-hmm. They want Hughes. And also, our defense is pretty good. I think we're also losing, I think Hamilton is definitely in talks with trade because he is one of our highest paid players. I think he's in talks of trade. Someone who's not in trade talks, who should be, is Andre Palat. But
you just hate Palat, bruh. I literally knew you were gonna say, every time I check on the Devils and if they scored, I'm seeing, okay, who scored? And I see Palat got a goal, I just go, he can score.
It's happened once. It has happened once.
It literally happened the other day. He
it's
literally had a goal the other day. Not against the Stars though. Sorry. The last team Jake Ottinger, the last team Jake Ottinger complete the NHL Infinity roster. He's beat them all. Did you see their caption on the winning post?
Yes.
Not today.
I thought it was funny. Unfortunately, it was funny.
It was. Sorry. Also, I was very confused with the whole situation because you said that, Jake has never won against the Devils, but has he just not played against them that much? Because I was about to say, because when I was watching on Victory Plus, they said the past 6 times that they met with the Devils, the Stars always won. And so I was like, so how has Jake not beat them? I guess they decide, to Smith. When they played the Canucks?
Yeah, so, I don't know. That's weird. They're like, Hughes is on this ice to Smith. Why? I don't know.
There's no logic behind it. I'm actually sure there is, but... Anywho. Let's go ahead and transition away from the stinky men and talk about the wonderful, wonderful ladies of the PWHL. I have our standings as of right now. Number 1, still at the top. Boston. Number 2, Minnesota. Number 3, New York. Number 4, Montreal. Number 5, Toronto. Number 6, Ottawa. Number 7, Vancouver. And number 8, Seattle. Was not a good week for the expansion teams. The Golden Eyes are just really carrying the Vancouver hockey legacy, I guess. We need Sarah Nurse back.
I was looking because I thought the Fleet had a big announcement that they were supposed to post, but I guess they haven't posted it.
That they're playing at TD Gardens against Montreal?
Yeah.
I think that's the big announcement.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting for them.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Seattle got their first win, though.
Against...
Happy for them. Against New York? That's my guess.
They played... Actually, I don't know who they played.
Or maybe it was Toronto. I feel like...
I thought they played Vancouver the second time.
No. They haven't played again yet.
They played a Canadian team, I think.
That doesn't really narrow it down much, I fear.
Maybe it was Toronto.
No, it was New York. I knew it! I knew what I was talking about.
I guess sucks to suck if you're a Vancouver hockey fan.
Yeah, it's not fun out here for us. But I got
Bring the kid back.
But I got you, Golden Eyes. The kid.
Yeah, the kid that they got from the draft. Well, I don't know his name, but I know he's really young. He played a couple games and then he got sent back down.
Bring the kid back! Bro, I literally cannot think of his name either right now. Little Mancini, that's what he looks like. Bring Victor Mancini back!
Isn't he hurt?
No, he's playing in the AHL.
Yeah, bring my deer back. Bring Bambi back.
Braden Coots!
Yeah, that one.
Bring the kid back. Bring the kid back to Vancouver.
Bring him back. He's he plays for what the...
I was about to say, I think he's just down the road.
Yeah.
No, I think he plays for the
Bring
OHL.
him back. If you're going to lose, have fun doing it.
Go ahead and get rid of Evander Kane.
He's not doing anything.
That's a trade I hope happens, but nobody wants him. Why did we want him?
I feel like all the people that got drafted in the past draft look the same. Like, Matthew Schaefer and Roger McQueen look alike. Maybe it's just because they're all, white boys with brown hair. They look alike!
We are 64 days away from the Winter Olympics, and guess what's not ready?
The ice rink. So, the Olympics and the NHL and hockey have a very long and complicated history. The hockey wasn't introduced into the Winter Olympics until 95, I believe, and then it wasn't played until 98. 98 was the first time NHL players played in the Olympics, but no NHL player medaled. And then in 2018 was the last time, in 2014 for the Sochi Olympics was the last time that NHL players have been in the Olympics. In 2018 was the first time they were not a part of it due to a dispute between the league and the International Olympic Committee over who would cover the costs such as travel, insurance, and accommodations. So NHL players have not been in the Olympics since 2014. So I know Sidney Crosby talked about it, how he would love to go to the Olympics and how he was able to go back in 2014. And there are some players in the NHL who have played in the Olympics, but majority have not.
Fun fact, I vividly remember when I was a kid falling asleep to hockey in 2014 on the Olympics because I liked the way the ice sounded and the sticks hitting. And it was literally Team USA versus Canada. So, fell asleep to Sidney Crosby.
Love Sidney Crosby.
Love Sidney Crosby.
So, as of right now, the NHL plans to send players to the Olympics. The agreement between the NHL Players Association, and International Ice Hockey Federation clearly states that the ice in Milan must be built to NHL standards, that's what's been in the past too. As of right now, the rink is not built, and as it is being built, it is currently about 3 to 4 feet too small.
Yep.
So it is not one of the first things that is not being met in this agreement. While it's slightly off and it's in violation with the agreement, as of right now, the league has been like, it's fine. So one NHL player already named to an Olympic team told ESPN that he didn't believe the ice arena being 3 feet shorter would affect the game too much. Quote, this anonymous player, with the talent level, there's already going to be no time and space. The games are just going to be incredible no matter what. Just give us a sheet of ice. We'll be good. The league sent a representative to Milan last month to check on it, and things are happening, but it needs to get sped up.
Have you guys seen Connor Bedard's woodworking commercial? Let's go ahead and get him and his power tools up to Milan right now, and maybe he can help speed up this process.
There is currently no backup plan, which I think is silly, because
you don't have like a rink like nearby. You could be like, hey, we're gonna like use this for the Olympics, guys, because our stuff isn't ready.
Literally, what was it? The Predators and was it the Penguins that played in Sweden?
Yeah.
I know that something about that rink was just like a smidge off, but the NHL fixed it. And I'm like, there are tons of rinks in Europe. In the last Summer Olympics, because it was in Paris, they had the surfers somewhere else to where they could accommodate their event.
They were on a ship.
So it's not a foreign concept for one event to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
To be accommodated.
Yeah. It's like, especially when we're like having the pros go at it for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
It's just really nerve-wracking.
Pete DeBoer, who is the assistant coach for Canada, was the one talking about, yep.
Piss off, Pete DeBoer!
Was the one who was talking about how the rink is 3 to 4 feet shorter. Bill Daly, a deputy commissioner of the NHL, was asked, what is the actual percent chance NHLers do not go to the Olympics? His response was, depends on the percentage you want to place on the possibility the rink doesn't get completed. If there is no rink completed, there is no NHL players going to the Olympics.
So let's just circle back around to Pete DeBoer being one of the assistant coaches for Canada. I have never wanted Jake Ottinger to start in net and just beat the heck out of Canada so bad. I personally really like Team Canada. I think they're absolutely stacked, but I'm sorry, Canada. My just rage towards Pete DeBoer is just flaming. Who knows? Maybe he'll pull Binnington in the middle of a game.
Please.
Binnington is not
Actually,
starting.
No, not for us.
I was about to say,
not for us.
Binnington is not starting, guys.
Actually, Pete DeBoer, make him start.
Yeah. I think I saw Logan Thompson, is that the Capitals goalie? Whoever the Capitals goalie is, apparently he's Canadian, and he's been doing a lot better than Binnington. So, people think that's who's going to be the starting goalie.
What do you think the chances are that the rink's not completed by Olympics?
65.
Because we are, like you said,
64 days away. And it's so much more than, because I just watched a video, Crash the Blue Paint. I don't know if you've seen him on TikTok and Instagram, whatever. But he literally just made a video about this morning. And the outside isn't even done. It's not just a matter of the inside. The outside isn't even done either.
This is the first time that the NHL has been allowing, if the ice is not, one of the NHL, I think maybe it was the commissioner, he said, if it's not safe, they're not going.
Period. Because then people are going to be losing literally their star players, and there's some team, the Dallas Stars, who quite literally cannot afford any more injuries as it is. Imagine Brad Marchand playing for Team Canada, and he goes out, and that's one of the last power forwards or stars the Florida Panthers literally have right now. Everybody else is injured.
Yeah. I think already, we knew the rink was a contentious subject, it wasn't going to be tested, which already is like a huge like
red flag.
Yeah. But now, if it does not meet the standards and like all of these things, because the NHL, the NHLPA, and the IIFC, oh my god, the IIFC, what?
IIHF. I know, it took me a while.
If all of the, like, because they have an agreement. Mm-hmm. So if it's not met, they're not going. But at the same time, you have to think, these players want to play. You could put them, like that player said, put them on a sheet of ice. They don't care.
Let's just go ahead and not be in Milan. Let's just do it somewhere else. You think they'll travel?
Which is like a very, like, there's so many ice rinks in the area. It's not like they're in rural America where like there's no ice rinks.
Rural America would never host the Olympics.
I know, but I'm saying, like, it's not like they're in the middle of bump nowhere that doesn't have any ice rinks. Bro, some of the players have their own ice rinks in Europe that I'm sure are NHL standards. I'm looking at you, Eklund.
William Eklund has his own ice rink?
Yeah. Have you not seen that?
No!
He did like a whole like Vogue. It wasn't Vogue. But, like, you know, like the Vogue house.
Vogue interview with William Eklund?
That'd be crazy. But you know how like they interview celebrities' houses? And like they walk around and ask questions?
It was
like
rink?
that, but with his ice rink.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, we're going to Eklund's place.
We're going to Ecky's. But there are fixes to the situation. I don't know if the Olympic Milan Committee will like them.
I was about to say, it's a matter
but there are fixes.
Do they want the fixes?
I've also seen a lot.
I've seen people who already have their hockey tickets.
I have seen that. People who have their tickets.
They're going to lose revenue.
Yeah. But I've also seen, I guess I don't know this stereotype about Italians, that they take things at their own pace, but will get it done just very slowly. I've seen a lot of jokes about that. They're like, they're Italian. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
This isn't the time or place, though, I fear. Also,
like, I don't know.
They knew about this for how long?
And
now we're 64 days away.
At least 10 years.
Yeah, now we're 64 days away. So, I feel like that's not even an acceptable excuse. Anywho.
Because the Olympic teams have been branding so hard with NHL players. Ralph Lauren and Lululemon just put out campaigns with NHL players for the Olympics.
Was Betsy and Lulu's?
No, it was Sydney. They only put out one picture though, and it was Sydney. I think it'll be really interesting if the players don't go.
I hope they have their usuals on speed dial.
I think it'll be really interesting. Because also, then the NHL is just off for 3 weeks.
NHL players, if you don't go, please just run Four Nations back real quick.
Guys,
run Four Nations back real quick. Real quick. Just run it back.
We can fix it. Come on, we can do it really. We can organize it super fast.
I volunteer at the AAC's tribute. Could you imagine?
Dude, give somebody with ADHD, give them like 5 days, they got it.
I've never been diagnosed for ADHD, but I think I could do it.
Get a room full of women with ADHD. You got Four Nations back up within 5 days.
I was supposed to say, I'm a theater teacher. Like, I think I can handle it. I love planning and organizing. I'll get you guys Four Nations.
So, guys, speed Four Nations.
It's just going to be in the AAC. I'm sorry. I have to benefit myself, okay? I'm looking out for me. I
unfortunately do not think that would fly.
I know. Dallas is big. People travel. Why does Four Nations always have to be so north, okay? South loves the Four Nations too.
Because of Canada.
Bump them! Easy. Bump Pete DeBoer!
Not Canada.
Bump Pete DeBoer! That made me so mad, bro.
So, emergency Four Nations meeting.
Emergency Four Nations meeting at my place. Look
5 o'clock tomorrow.
Watch your emails for the link, okay? Zoom meeting.
That would be. I know it's not going to happen if the NHL players don't go, but how crazy would it be if they could do it?
Someone get me in contact with Gary. I never want to speak to the man, but for this, I will take one for the whole entire team and I will do it.
It can be done.
So fast.
Guys, I think you're underestimating everybody if we don't get 4 nations and if we can't go to the Olympics. Come on, give the people what they want.
Just pass rushing away from the world of hockey and, just
I'm shy!
touchdowning right into the world of football. Juliana loves my segues. Let's talk about how Texas A&M has not beat UT in 15 years, baby. A&M, you will always be little brother. Don't ever think you can beat your big brother. Arch Manning, thank you. Anywho, the score was 27-17. A&M was undefeated until they met Big Brother, and now they're not undefeated anymore. Literally ruined their playoff chances. Now they have to play someone else in hopes to go to playoffs. They were going to have just like a secure bypass, but not anymore. And yeah, that's all I had. I just really wanted to share that with the internet.
So whenever we were like talking about like, again, not at the same level, but like people yelling at these 18, 19, 20-year-olds, all I could think about is SEC football.
Yeah.
And I understand, not the same, but
yes, because
they are children.
Because honestly, college football at that league is like literally the equivalent of like the AHL.
It is. I do find it interesting that the NFL is like one of the only leagues that doesn't have a minor affiliate.
Yeah, I just really need to share that. Alabama also beat Auburn. It's just a really good rivalry week for me. Not for Michigan fans.
Would you say...
I'm sorry, Michigan fans.
Would you say it was a heated rivalry?
Some might say that.
I hope Glenn Powell's happy.
So Glenn Powell is probably so happy. Him and Matthew McConaughey probably just had the time of their lives celebrating. And Matthew McConaughey's son, who also keeps going with him. Well, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy 1 week until the Hughes Bowl. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, on Instagram at HerPressBox. Listen, like it, follow, rate it, comment, share with your loved ones this family-friendly podcast.
I'm being restrained.
And we will see you next week. Bye. Actually, wait. We're probably not going to have an episode next week, and if we do, it's going to be late because of the Hughes Bowl. So I don't know how that looks. I don't know if we're just going to, like, skip that Sunday and then, like, have everything in the next Sunday, because I really want to talk about it, like, after it happens. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Stay tuned to see. We'll see you eventually, though. Bye!